What?
Oh gosh.
Ah, hi. Hello.
Oh, no, Garrett didn't get to finish the story.
Hi.
I'm not the biscuits.
Did you jump the gun on purpose?
Hello,
I'm
everyone.
going to leave it a gap and then I'll do it as a surprise one day.
Fill in the blank.
So we are here to talk about the end of season 4 of Lost, the greatest show on television. So today we're talking about episodes 10 through 14 because the season finale was 3 episodes, 12 through 14. So we're wrapping it up today. This is a quick season. So we are beginning with episode 10. What was it? Something, did I write that down right? Something Nice Back Home?
Yes,
Yep.
that's correct.
And so this one not super exciting, but we did have a few things happen here. What did you think about this one, MJ?
I have a lot of notes.
You do? Okay.
I do. So let's refresh everyone's memory that's been watching along with us and all of you. There's trust issues on the island with the different factions, clanging, heads as to what direction, who's the leader, et cetera, et cetera. Jack passes out and we have a flash forward. And we're at Kate's house. And I remember the stairwell. From the last flash forward. And I'm like, oh God, they're at Kate's house. And Kate's house.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it was a very nice. The architecture was very nice and the lighting was good. And I'm like, that's Kate's house. I know it. So basically, Jack and Kate are playing house. And they're playing house with Aaron. And in this moment, I think to myself, is he having a Desmond experience? Is he flipping through consciousness right now? Is he on the island and then he's with Kate? Just a question that I have. I'm watching your face, Dave. And then we're back on the island and we see Danielle and Carl's bodies are found by, who's the medium again?
Miles.
Yeah.
Terribly buried.
Miles is like, wait a second. And then, he tunes into his woo-woo and he uncovers their faces a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So Jack is having appendicitis issues and Juliet is like, we're going to remove your appendix, basically, on the island.
Mm-hmm.
Dan and Charlotte. There was a tension between Dan and Charlotte, and he made like a snarky, snide comment to her, and I wrote down, we all kind of feel like that with Charlotte.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. I love that scene. He's like, that incredibly bad attitude.
Yes. And then I have Sawyer, the protector. So Sawyer comes out and he's just like, doing his thing, showing the alpha male and trying to protect, everything that's going on. Jack wants Kate in the surgery and Juliet hates that. Oh, she hates that.
Yeah.
The look on her face, she's like, and he's like, I want her to hold the mirror. Okay, and then Jack has a daddy vision. He has a daddy flashback from. Was it from the airport?
He has a daddy vision. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Jack visits. Okay, and then Jack visits Hurley. This is a flash forward. There's so many back and forths, like in all of these episodes. Yeah, right. That it gets very you have to pay attention to keep track.
Yeah.
So Jack visits Hurley, who says basically, we're all dead and we never got off the island.
Mm-hmm.
Hurley relays a message from Charlie to Jack saying, you're not supposed to raise him, Jack.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to raise Aaron. And in this moment, let's see. Charlie also said someone will be visiting Jack soon. And I wrote down like a dead person. Like, is that who's going to be visiting Jack? Like, what's going on? And in this moment, I'm thinking to myself, why does Jack have such a repulsion to Aaron because he did not want to see Aaron. He did not want to be around Aaron when we didn't even know it was Aaron, and Kate was just referencing her son. And I'm thinking, there's some connection there. There's some connection there. And ooh, that connection gets played out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so hi. Okay, jungle. I have shut up, Jack. Jack in the parking lot waiting to see. Jack's in the parking lot waiting to see who's going to show up on the bench in the yard of the mental facility because he's just like, I think he's curious. He doesn't like the woo, but I think deep down he recognizes the woo, but he just doesn't. He doesn't appreciate it. I think. Jack asked Kate to marry him.
Yes, he did.
There was a lot of good acting in those scenes too. Like Kate's tears were really on point.
So now you're there for it?
Am I there for it? I always like Jake. I do like Jack and Kate together. But when they were hugging, so like when people get engaged, like you do more than just hug, you know? Like you know, there's some lip action going on. There wasn't a lot of that. And then the shot of Jack's face, he had this like, well, I don't know if I'm making the right decision or not. He had one of those looks on his face.
Well, his last marriage didn't go very well. Which overshadows this whole thing in this episode, I think.
Also, I think Jack is allergic to being happy as well.
Yeah, he can't be happy. Something always goes wrong.
He can't not be in control. Do you know what I mean? And I wrote down, poor guy. He's scared of turning into his dad too.
True.
Yeah, it's real.
But also he asked her to marry him like at 2 a.m. in bed. So
right under the influence.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
And then we find out, so this was a wicked twist, that Charlotte speaks Korean and she understands Korean. That was a hot little moment.
She was totally obvious about it too.
Oh yeah.
I absolutely loved it. And Jin is like, you're going to tell me now. And if you don't tell me now, then this is going to happen to all of your friends. And I just like, okay, so we know appendicitis can kill someone, but do we have to have surgery by candlelight? Does it have to be at night? Like, is that really a good thing in a tent? You know?
Well,
wasn't it even by day?
They had to hurry up because they couldn't let it burst, otherwise he'd die. So they were under time constraints.
I mean, he was passing out at that point, so it's kind of urgent.
I'm like, oh God, I would be scared. And then he's trying to like fight. He's trying to stay up, and finally she's like, do it, chloroform him. And Juliet clocked him. And when she clocked him, she said, you don't want to lose control. And I'm like, yes, we've been saying that for 4 seasons already. Okay. And then we're back at the hospital. We're doing a flashback. The smoke alarm's beeping. Jack comes out to check it out. And he sees Jack's dad sitting in the chair as earlier, because when he had that vision, the person that was in the chair got up and started walking away, and he's in the same club chair. And then his coworker comes out and dad vanishes. He asks his coworker friend for a script for Klonopin. That's, a very addictive drug, and Stevie Nicks was addicted to it for a long time. Jack was having, and he took 2 with the beer chaser when he got home.
That's the way you do it, apparently. It's in the instructions.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Doctors don't. Doctors know best.
I guess. Okay. And then this is where it gets really weird. So Jack's dad is in the jungle holding Aaron. And at this point, right, it's like all the pieces are coming together. All the pieces are coming together. And then I'm thinking to myself, how can he physically do that if he's a ghost? How can he physically hold Aaron?
Good question.
Yeah, that will never be. I forget that. I don't know what that means. I forget that layer. I don't know what that means. Juliet, Kate, Jack. Oh, Juliet, Kate, and Jack. Ugh, we're doing all this. Juliet pulls a Ben, and she starts like acting like Ben, talking like Ben, which was kind of fun. Jack and Kate having problems, And she said, now we're in a flash forward again. She says, I was doing something for Sawyer. So is Sawyer here or is his ghost here? We don't know. We don't
As
know.
of this episode.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
like I have written down, so is Sawyer back? Did Sawyer stay on the island? And then I wrote Jack is a mess. Sawyer and Aaron, and then where's Claire? And that's pretty much how the episode ends. And Sawyer is holding Aaron and is screaming at the top of his lungs for Claire, and she's nowhere to be found. But we know where she's at. And then that's it. I wrote in a side note, you're not even related to him, Jack is. Is that the reason why he never wanted to see? That's what he says. He says to Kate, you're not even related to him. And that's when I'm like, oh my God, Jack knows. Jack knows that would be his cousin or his nephew?
His nephew.
His nephew.
Yeah.
Claire would be his half sister. Wow.
And it's well too, because we've known that since season 1, pretty much.
Yeah.
But they don't know that they're brother and sister.
They don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
But they find out soon. So yeah, that was that episode. What did you guys think about that episode?
Yeah. I actually have a question before we get any further because I forget already. So in this episode, we've got Sawyer trying to lead his little crew back, right? And at first, he's got Claire, right? Because he won't let Miles go near her, right?
Right.
And then I can't believe I forgot this already, but what happened in between, like when her house blew up, Sawyer was trying to save her and the house blew up, and then all of a sudden she's now back with them on this trip through the woods. Where did she come from?
She was underneath the house unconscious.
Yeah.
And he dragged
unconscious.
her out.
Okay.
He picked her up on the floor.
Okay. Because what I found not odd, but what I found interesting is, and I don't think I'm spoiling anything here because I don't remember, frankly, is that Miles, like, she walks off, right? Miles sees her walk off. And then I don't want to get too much into the next episode, but then we see her in the cabin with her dead father in the next episode. And Miles was the only one, Miles, who sees the dead, saw the two of them walk off together. So that's why I was just curious, like, just wondering what Claire's status here is.
Oh, what you think? No.
And I genuinely don't remember. So,
Miles,
you're saying she might be dead?
That's what I'm saying.
Miles,
they're all dead. I've been saying that for day one.
Well, you think they're all dead?
Well, they could be.
I mean, Miles didn't allude. Miles just said, I saw Claire walk off, but he didn't say if he saw her walk off with someone else, right?
Right. He didn't. Not that I remember.
I think he just saw her.
Yeah.
Which is interesting since he sees the dead.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I wonder, since Claire's no, it's not Claire's.
Sorry, but I don't understand why she could be dead if Sawyer picked her up. Who did he pick up?
You don't understand because she's clearly not dead. That's
she's not dead. She's not
the dead manifest. Just saying, like, Claire's or Jack's dad picked up Aaron. Aaron's still alive, as far as we know. Right?
Yeah. It's all very strange.
There's a lot of science there that we haven't explained yet,
Yeah, there might be one or two things still coming up that we don't.
I think so. I think
something else. So you say Miles can see the dead, but I'm just under the impression that he can just hear them. Or do you think he can actually see them?
I think he can see them too.
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure that the extent of Miles' dead person powers have been explained yet. So we don't really know if he could just see or hear or what. Yeah.
So he would be clairvoyant or clairaudio if he can hear the dead.
Yeah. If he can hear Claire, he's Claire audio.
He's clairvoyant. Yeah.
He's clairvoyant. Yeah. If he can see Claire, he's clairvoyant.
That's a special gift. We know that.
And if he can help her to learn to swim, he's clairvoyant.
Oh my gosh.
Next.
Anyway.
I loved the next episode. I loved it.
I want to defend this episode because I think actually this one is quite good.
I thought it was good.
It's not, the action-packed roller coaster, but I liked it a lot, mostly because...
Are you still laughing at your joke?
Somebody needs to get a hook and just pull him out.
Gareth, cut his screen off. He's having the giggle fit.
Clairvoyant.
That's what we'll call this
I'll be
episode.
laughing at that for like the next 2 hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. That was good.
But anyway, I like this mostly because of just a brief picture of a very brief time when Jack and Kate were happy.
Yeah.
It was only for this little bit of time, but they at least had that. And then we get to see how that kind of fell apart, all because of the damned island and Jack's destiny,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that. I mean, the stuff about him surgery and stuff that did feel a little season 1, but all together, I thought the flash forward scenes were all really good.
Yeah.
And I thought they put in something into the story that we needed.
The difficult part for me was still trying to figure out like the timing of it all. And I got my answers in the season finale in the last episode as to how long they've been back.
Yeah, they finally just tell you.
Yeah, and I'm like, thank God I've been waiting.
Yeah.
It's
3 years, right? They said.
Yeah, but when we're doing
they finally let us know. Yeah,
when we're doing all these flash forwards, flashbacks, you're like, well, how long? The beard and all, and like, how long did it take for that to happen? Did it happen overnight? Did it happen over time? Did it progress? All of that.
Yeah,
the beard was a good way to do a chronology.
Yeah,
it was like pre-beard, post-beard, and then now we have the right timeline.
Right.
Yeah. Just trying to check my notes here.
Gareth, any thoughts?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to seem stupid, but I've never really got on with the way they're persuaded to go back on the island. I've always thought it was a bit naff that it just seemed to be lots of people saying we got to go back, but not a lot of substance to it.
Yeah.
Just we got to go back. We got to go back.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always every single time I watch, I always think we're supposed to be like suspending our disbelief loads here because there's not a lot of reason except that argument that they've got to go back.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that this bit of the show I always think is a little bit weak.
Well, we will see because I don't remember it being particularly weak, but we haven't seen a lot of that yet. From what I remember, we get more of that later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So at this point, while we're watching, especially as a first-time viewer, that there's some type of drive that's pushing Jack to say this, and there's something that Kate and Hurley are saying no, like it's not gonna happen, and then Hurley's just like, we're all dead, dude. We're all dead.
Yeah. Because Desmond isn't bothered. He's just out of the picture.
In this episode?
Not in this. But I'm just thinking about the whole we have to go back thing. It just seems a bit convenient writing for me, this whole we got to go back thing.
I don't know. We'll have to see because I never felt that way. I mean, particularly with Jack. I thought it was pretty clear.
Jack,
but we'll see.
It's definitely clear that he wants to go back. I don't think it's clear why.
I have a theory as to why another person wants to go back so badly. I have a theory, but that's
what is it?
That's
for later.
I don't want to jump it. Yeah, I don't want to.
But she does.
So you want to go episode by episode?
We'll get there when we'll get there.
We'll get there.
So you think we'll find out more in season 5? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, I have theories going into season 5. I think a certain someone left the island. Once you leave the island and you do this thing to the island, you can't come back. I think someone may have been trying to find a way to come back. And I think there's a formula or something involved with it. Yeah.
Also, I think this certain someone lies all the time, right? About everything.
Yeah, but then there's another certain someone that doesn't have a lot of dialogue. But I think that he was at the island and he moved it, and now he's no longer on the island, but he wants to get back. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, we'll get to that later.
Whoa.
We'll get to that when we talk about the finale.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Okay.
It's not hard not to figure. All right, let's get to Cabin Fever.
All right,
Cabin Fever.
Cabin
episode
Fever.
11.
Good. And like I finally I'm watching it like 15 minutes in, and I'm like, oh, I got the title. Like, yeah, okay, cool. So, all right, so this one we have a retro flashback, which was completely different from
it was
anything that we've seen in the series so far. So we have Emily, who's 6 months pregnant, and of course, I'm going through the catalog of characters, and I'm like, okay, who is this? Who is this? Who is this? And she's 6 months pregnant. She's getting into a fight with her mom. You know, her mom's like, you can't go see that boy. And she's like, I love him. I'm going to go see him, blah, blah, blah. Well, we find out that Emily's pregnant and she's 6 months. And she is in the hospital and she gives birth. And they say it's a boy. And I'm like, could it be Sawyer's mom? And I'm trying to put like the dates together and the dress, like the style and everything. And I'm like, no. And then we find out, you have to name him John, and it's John Locke. We find out John Locke's birth story, and he's a preemie. So he was born very early, and he was in the NIC unit. And let's see,
he had bad luck from the start. Poor John.
He really did. He was, but
really
I would
good
love
luck.
to do his astrological chart. I would love to see where his chart lands. That would be very interesting.
You can find it probably.
I just need his correct day of birth and time of birth, and I can do it. Michael is found out, so we know that Michael is
Kevin Johnson.
He's the mole. The what?
Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Johnson. That he's the mole, and we know he can't be killed. And now it's a superpower. It's not just something that was a barrier to him because he tried to kill himself and all these, it never went his way. But now it's a goddamn superpower. Okay, he's the one that brought them. We need him. Okay. So one of the guys, so I don't know their names, but the captain of the ship and the badass guy, I don't know. They kind of look alike, but I don't know their names offhand.
So there's
The soldier
Captain-
guy is Keeney.
Keeney.
And the
Keeney.
captain, I can't remember. Yeah.
Okay. One of
Kenny,
them
otherwise
says,
known as Proximus Caesar from
Yes.
Wild Years. Yeah.
one
And
of
and the blob from Wolverine.
Yeah.
one of the guys says to the other, he's the one that brought them. We need him. And I put a question mark there. Like what do you mean they need him? What's the deal with they need him? I have no idea.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah. I just thought it was weird. And then Horace comes back. So Horace has an interaction with John. Horace knows that he's dead. And we also have a time loop because the same scene keeps playing out just a little differently each time, but it's about 30 seconds each time. And he knows he's been dead for 12 years. And we find out that Locke's dreaming. And Horace is basically giving instructions to John as to what he needs to do. And then Ben was watching him, which is kind of creepy. Like Ben's watching you as you're sleeping. And,
which is a creepy thought, yeah.
I know. And Ben is like, I used to have the dreams.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Okay.
And then, okay, I'm sorry. Richard shows up at the hospital with baby Locke.
Hey, Richard.
Yeah, Richard's back.
What'd you think of that?
This guy.
This is the shit in the show that makes my mind spin. They did it so many times over the last couple episodes, and I'm just like, Richard, how does he know baby Locke? Like, did he do his astrological chart? Like, how does he know these things? All right.
And how does he look the same?
Yeah.
Well, because he's immortal. How's that? I don't know.
Is that so? What's your theory? What's your theory with?
What with him?
Yeah.
I think he's been dead for a long time.
You think Richard's been dead a long time?
I think he's been dead for a long time. He is not of this.
MJ thinks everybody's dead.
Well, we could be dead. We're living in a simulation. You know what
I'm
I'm
beginning
saying?
to realize you have a very morbid view of the show. MJ. Your answer to everything is everybody's dead.
Well, I mean, you know, it could
Here,
happen.
in this season, everybody seems like they're dying. You know,
We are dying every second of every day.
Yeah, this has been a high body count season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't know. I think he's like a combination of some, you know, a higher being, or he's just been stuck. He's like a cane that's just been doomed to like walk the earth forever. I don't know. He's something.
It's like Highlander.
Yeah. And actually, to think about it, because they bring in such religious themes sometimes with the show, especially with like, you know, destiny and all that kind of stuff, he could be a Cain type figure, you know, because Cain is supposed to, you know, still walking around. Okay. So Richard comes to see John as a little boy and gives him the test. And he's like, okay, I'm going to lay out some of these objects and you tell me which one of these is yours. And the kid's looking at him like, you know, like which one, tell me which one belongs to you right now. And, you know, he picks the knife.
Of course.
Because the knife belongs to John. And then there's a smoke monster drawing on the back of the wall. Come on. Who writes this stuff?
Every kid made that drawing, honestly.
I never made a smoke monster drawing. Especially
it's just like that. Every kid's made that.
It was supposed to be a cloud. Not a smoke monster.
All the kids see the smoke monster, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Items presented. Yeah. So which of these here belong to you already? So we're talking like, and here's the thing is that this is where like the whole theory that there's so many versions of us that are alive at the same time. There's like, you know, I forget what quantum physics.
Multiverse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So when John Locke is alive as a little kid and Richard's visiting him, you know, John Locke is still trying to get into the hatch, and John Locke is trying to find the cabin, and John Locke is in a wheelchair trying to get to the airport. Like all those there. So I could see Richard just going boop, 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 just trying to, you know, get to the earlier version of John in the same dimension. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Did you catch though? Because I think John picked 3 objects, not just a knife.
No, I think he just.
He was looking
he
at
moved some stuff around.
Yeah, it was the knife in the comic book that was the one
like he actually like brought it closer. Yeah. Okay.
And then he had the jar of dirt or sand, which is kind of like the stuff that was outlining the cabin, whatever that is. Some kind of gravel.
Yeah, the important thing is he chose the wrong thing.
He did choose the wrong thing, apparently.
Yeah.
And Richard walks out really angry.
I know he was not cool about it at all. He was just like, fuck you, kid, you know.
You're an idiot.
Does anybody
what's wrong with you?
Or maybe he knew at that time, shit, he is the real deal. And then he just stormed out because he's mad.
Yeah. Well,
you know.
And didn't his mum say something like, can you have another go?
What did you do?
Yeah.
the other nurse, the orphanage lady, yeah.
Dude, does anybody? You don't have to say what it is if it's, you know, spoilery. But does anybody here know like what was the correct item for him to pick? Like,
no,
that's something we learned.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. Okay. I just don't remember.
I thought he said it. I thought he said you're supposed to pick something. Did he not say
No, he didn't say what it was.
I think he just said you're not supposed to pick the knife or something, or you're supposed to pick something else or something.
But you do find out what it was fairly early on in season 5.
Wait, you do? Okay.
Oh yeah, you find out.
Is that you remembering that, Mike, or is it because you've gone ahead?
No, because I remember the premiere of season 5 quite well, because I was like anxious to watch it forever. So I remember it. I remember it pretty well. Yeah, I remember season 5 pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Can't wait to get to season 6, baby.
Woo-woo!
Gareth, you're done. Okay, so then Locke finds the map that Horace was using. Actually, it's not a map. It's a freaking blueprint of the cabin with the location as to where the cabin is. And then so now gets the craziness with the bad guys, and they're going to do secondary protocol. Now, why are they doing secondary protocol? Why do they have to? That's what I'm asking.
Why did they need one in the first place?
Right.
Didn't go the way they wanted it to go. So Proxima Caesar just said, "Screw it,
Yeah.
we're going to go to secondary protocol."
I think it was because the smoke monster came in and killed some of them, right?
Yeah, there was that too.
Okay.
Also, yeah, the smoke monster is supposedly some major thing, and then somehow they all survived, or 3 of them survived.
It's almost like the smoke monster's evil or something. I don't know. It's
The
weird.
smoke monster is pretty rude, at least.
Very unreliable at killing the bad guys. I'll tell you that.
It's very Ben. It's very
Oh.
Ben coded.
Yeah.
Whoa. I mean, we've seen the smoke monster take out the pilot and Echo and whoever, and they look pretty banged up to me.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
Smoke monster definitely went easy on him.
yeah.
I think so too.
Mhm.
Okay, and the secondary protocol has the Dharma cover on it.
Mhm.
And basically they're going to torch the island. Ben still pushes Locke's buttons. Oh, he pushes his button still.
Mhm.
Okay, what is this? Okay. And then there's a summer camp that Locke's adopted father?
No, it's his
Trying to get
teacher.
His teacher,
His
wants
science
him to go.
teacher.
The teacher wants him to go, wants him to go to this school. And he's like, I want to play football and I want to, do Boy Scouts and do that stuff. I don't want to be in science and physics. And he's like, no, da 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 da. And then as a young man, he pulls out the "Don't tell me what I can and can't do," which was great.
We got to at least get that once this season.
Oh, yeah.
Did you catch who was running the camp?
Now, who's running the camp? Did I miss it?
It was a Middleos related camp, I think.
Oh, yeah, that was the name of it. I wrote it
Yeah.
down because I said this is
Yeah.
probably going to be important. What's Middleos?
That was when Richard came to recruit
Juliet.
Juliet.
Yeah.
Of course, it's Richard. Of course.
Him again.
So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty significant, right? Because Richard's there for the birth
Mhm.
when he's a kid, then again trying to get him to go to the camp as a teenager.
He's like, you would think he's like an angel or something. Guardian angel. Ooh, maybe he's a guardian angel. Wouldn't that be fun? Dave, I see you. Okay, and then they're putting the device on the guy, the heart rate tracker.
Mhm.
Des says he's staying back. Oh, Des says he's back. Des stays back hoping for Penny, so he's not going back to the island. Saeed is going back to the island. Hurley found the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Locke. Okay, so they did a flashback with Locke in the hospital in the wheelchair. Locke looks much older when he was in the wheelchair than he does on the island. Do you guys agree? Like, is it because he was trying to play the feeble Locke and just to have
And he had the weird
looks like
hair.
he fell off
you
a
know?
building.
yeah,
but-
It
but
does look like he fell off a building.
Yeah.
It'll be how he carries himself as well, won't he? Because he clearly carries himself much.
there's a
more
lot.
on
There's
the
like
island.
his skin color. I think he probably if an actor deliberately lost weight while he was in the wheelchair and then maybe put weight back on. He just looks healthier on the island. And if that's what they were trying to do, well, it worked with me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
Okay.
surprised.
Yeah. So and then we have
Creepy dude from
Our-
Fringe who shows up and
yes, pushing John's wheelchair and encourages him that you need to go on a walkabout. And
When
John's
did we see him before? I couldn't remember that either, but I know we've seen him
He
already.
was
We-
with
With Hurley.
with Hurley. Yeah, he visits Hurley.
Yeah.
Is it a
like
flash forward or something where he's like, oh, he's the PR guy from Oceanic who's offering him.
That's who he says he is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's who he said he is.
And he was talking to Naomi too, giving
Yeah,
her the
yeah.
assignment. Yeah,
So actually, he's working for Widmore,
yeah.
is what we find out when he's talking with Naomi.
Okay, Captain killed Frank. Captain killed Frank. Forced to take the bad. Okay. So Frank has to take the bad guys in the chopper. Jack is up and running. Frank drops a backpack. There's a tracking device. Jack says, "I think they want us to follow him." Jack goes into the cabin alone. And the next thing that I write is, "Are you kidding me?" That's what I write. Because who's sitting in the cabin chair? Not Jacob. It's Christian. What? What?
But, yeah, but
How in God's name does Christian know Jacob?
well,
That's a good question.
It's been Christian most of the time.
At the end of this season, I'm going to say, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck.
They've used the image of Christian Shepherd loads and loads of times.
Yeah.
But isn't it Christian Shepherd? Or is it just his image?
It's just his image.
It's not him. Why? Why isn't it him? So
He
it's
did. He did.
So
He did.
He did.
Gareth is forgetting what show we're watching, but he has a point because we
Thank you.
think back
Thank you, Mike. That's very kind of you.
think back to the Echo episode. Remember, Echo, when Echo's brother shows up, clearly it was not his brother, right?
No.
It was clearly not.
Yeah, so I
So
was actually watching the same show.
we were watching the same show. That's true.
No.
And so, how likely is it that this is actually Christian, or is it just Christian's image being manipulative? You know.
here's the thing, is that whatever this thing is, if it's mimicking Christian, it mimics Christian. Like his energy, his pompousness, his snarkiness, like all of that is there. It's not just looks like Christian. It walks and talks like Christian.
But that's been happening for the entire series. Every time they've seen someone, it's been somebody dead.
Yeah,
for a
but
start.
couldn't it be that person?
I think at this point, because we've seen a few dead people on the island, right?
Yeah.
And so I think at this point, it's all suspect. Every time we've seen a dead person on the island, I would be.
It's always been that dead person has always been giving some kind of advice or message or some cryptic conversation. It's never been
giving
let's
a
go build
piece.
this house, and that person's been building the house with them. It's been a person standing away from someone talking.
Yeah.
It's never been
Or leading them somewhere.
or leading them somewhere. It's never. It's not been something physical.
So we also discover that Claire is on the other side of the cabin.
Right.
So is Claire dead too?
Well, that's what Dave was saying. I think she's. I think that's the jury's out on that one. I can't remember.
Or are they all dead?
I can't remember what the plot is with Claire. To be fair,
I suspect the writers just didn't know what the hell to do with Claire at this point. I really do, and that's what I felt the first time I watched this.
They wanted to put Aaron with Jack and Kate, and they're like, "Well, what about Claire?"
Right.
Let's just do this, but it doesn't make sense. Just do it. Just do it. We've got the excuse that it's lost.
Okay, so they basically tell Locke that he has to save the island. So I'm thinking, and then Hurley and Ben are outside the cabin waiting for Locke to come out, right? Now, I'm just gonna take you down, a little Roman Catholic history here. But the apostles were waiting for Jesus to come out of the desert for like however long, 40 days, 40 nights, whatever. And they were just waiting for him. And I'm like, oh God, are they trying to make a connection to this all over again?
Well, fortunately, he wasn't in there for 40 days. That
we know of, but they also manipulate time, so we don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we know it was long enough for them to share a candy bar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
that was a
scenes
cool
So that's
scene.
about
with
that
Ben
could be 40
and
minutes.
Ben and Hurley, I swear to God, I love those scenes. They are so good together. Ben is such a good foil for Hurley. It's just it's I love it. I love it.
Ben's got some great lines in these 5 episodes. Ben's got some
Mhm.
great moments.
So Locke comes out and says he wants us to move the island.
Well, yeah, that's the first time that.
And at that point,
you're like, what the hell?
What'd you think of that?
at that point, I'm like, what?
That is a great moment. That is a great moment. We need to move the island.
I don't even know what to say. And I'm like, how do you move? How does one move an island? We find out. But yeah,
Well, you need a big lever for one thing.
Yeah.
And a big coat.
And
yeah.
a big coat
I
and
think
a crowbar.
that's where the polar bears came from.
You need somewhere to put it.
I mean, that's one of the special moments in Lost, isn't it? Like, there's a few things about Lost that like the polar bear appearing and stuff like that. And like, that we need to move the island. That's a great moment. You're like, did I just hear that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honest to God. The last, I think it was this episode, but like the last 5, because the last 5 minutes of all of these episodes are bangers, right?
Mm.
And I'm just sitting there like, what's going on? Yeah, that was wild.
Well, I'll tell you what, one of the most dramatic moments of the entire series, and definitely of the last 5 episodes, I thought, my memory told me it happened at the end of an episode. It happened right at the beginning of an episode. We haven't got there yet. But I was really shocked it was really early in the episode. I was like, this is crazy, because it's this massive emotional scene. And it's really early in the episode. And I remembered it as being possibly the last bit of the finale, but certainly the last bit of an episode. But I remembered it wrong because it was right at the beginning. So that will come up. I think it's one of the last 3. But
That's great, yeah.
My memory does that a lot with this show, where I remember very specifically the things that happened, but I can't always remember when they happened, and I remember that wrong. That's happened a lot this season.
Yeah.
But they're good at doing these big cliffhangers where something mad is said at the end. But I was just shocked that particular bit that would have fitted an end of an episode,
Yeah.
So I was like, oh Christ, we're only 5 minutes in, Yeah.
I think this is Constance was referencing when you were talking about Richard, what Richard might be.
My God, yeah. So many different versions.
You know, you all come back for an episode after the series finale for a WTF Q&A.
Yeah.
It's not like the Google app question. How did you move Mount Fuji?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now you know if you watch this show.
Yeah.
So good.
We should do a generalized Q&A at the end of the show, though. But we can't do one before.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think they moved on and just call it the Gulf of America.
Just renamed it.
And no one can find it.
Oh boy. What else? Anything else we got on this episode?
Loved it.
It was a good lead in to the end.
The
It's
3-part
interesting.
finale.
Yeah, we have like a short season that ends on a trilogy, which I thought was really cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it does feel like one episode in that sense, doesn't it? It's like a feature film.
Yes.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It all runs together.
Yeah, because the first episode is really a lot of setup
Yes.
Yeah.
for the things that are going to happen next.
Mm-hmm.
And everything has to take that long to resolve as well. There's about 4 or 5 things happening, and you keep cutting between them, and it all makes sense that it takes that long, which is really good. It's good writing.
Yeah.
And the impressive thing is that they managed to make it coherent by the end. So that so you're able to go back and say, okay, now I know when all of this happened, and it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Which in the beginning of the season, you're like,
yeah.
It's looking dicey.
Yeah.
Let's put a marker there. At this point, Lost makes sense.
I think in season 6,
let it be known,
it's just going to be a cardboard cutout that he's just going to put in.
So these three. What was There's no place like home. That's an interesting title for
Part
these.
1, Part 2, Part 3.
Yeah.
I hated how episode 12 started. I absolutely hated it.
Oh, how did it start?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
When they're on the plane.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I had to go back. I'm like, did I skip an episode again? Like, am I going to do this again and show up? Like, I had to go back and make sure. No, I watched that one and I watched this one. And for some reason, my Hulu wasn't giving the previously on Lost. I wasn't getting those at all. So it would just dive right into the episode.
Yeah.
So I will say I hated how it started. But then when I saw one of my old school favorite actresses, I was like, oh my God, I love it. So Michelle Forbes played the lady on the plane, and she was my favorite. I can't think of the name of the word. Medical person on Homicide: Life on the Street.
Yeah, cool.
Love her.
Okay.
Yeah, she's so good in that series.
She's really good actress.
Yeah, she's good in everything.
Yeah, she's a badass.
Also was in Star Trek.
She was.
Yeah. She
was she?
She broke Picard's heart.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, she's great in that. She was a terrorist.
So she's on the rescue plane. So now we officially know who the Oceanic Six are because she says they're calling you the Oceanic Six. We don't think it's a good brand name, but it sticks. And that's what they're going with. So Jack, Hurley, Kate, Sun, Saeed, and Aaron. That's the Oceanic Six. And I'm thinking to myself, back in the last episode, Kate mentioned Sawyer, so he's not a part of the Oceanic Six. And how does he play into this? So he's in the back of my mind. Okay, and they all look beat. They all look horrible. They all look like this is like one of the worst days of their lives when it should be the best day of their life, getting rescued. Right. Family greets them, and I'm like, who is greeting Jack? I'm like, is that the lady that he had the smooth with and told his wife about? No, it's his mom.
She's had a rough life.
His mum's been in it before.
Yeah, I know.
But she was only in it very briefly.
Right.
I think she was only in one scene, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remembered it because the actress. I remember the actress, so it stayed in my mind because of she was Veronica Hamill, wasn't she, from Hill Street Blues and all that.
She reminded me of the one that Jack told his wife, I kissed her.
Oh, the Italian lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
She looked like her. And I'm like, yeah, Jack's
she looks like his sister for a sec there. He doesn't have one, but I mean, she doesn't look.
They'll pull these.
They look the
these
same
actors
age.
back.
Yeah.
Pull these actors back seasons before.
So that's what I wrote down. I said, was that the lady Jack was sleeping with? And then the next line I wrote down was Juliet needs to F off.
Of course, you're going to throw that in.
She's telling Jack to stay. He's not ready because he's on the mend from his surgery on the island. And he's like, no, we're going. Like, I'm going. Kate, get guns. We're going. And they're going to the Orchid. And then they run into Sawyer with Aaron. And they're like, where's Claire? And Sawyer's like, she's gone. Like, we look for her. We don't know where she's at. And Jack takes it so hard because I think Jack thinks that he's responsible for Claire's disappearance. And
I just have to say, when we talk about, sorry to interrupt you, but when we talk about how Sawyer's transition to becoming the hero, that was like the scene where Sawyer runs out of the woods with the baby in his arms.
Yeah. So Sawyer hands off the baby and he goes off with Jack now. And we now know that it's day 103 on the island. Somebody says it's day 103. And then I'm thinking of the stories that they're saying, right? So they have their little media meet and greet and they're all telling their little things and the lies that are coming out of Jack's mouth. And I just wrote down like the lies, like, oh man. And I'm thinking to myself, so there are still people on the island. Like they're still there. They're still like there are people still alive there.
And at that point, in the plot, no one's surprised that he's lying as well. All the rest of the panel, they're quiet, but they're not going, huh? They're just like,
Yeah, and like because it is making sense with the previous episodes when he was on the stand talking about Kate and how Kate was this person on the island, and I'm like, that's a bunch of bullshit. Like that didn't
Well, was it this episode in the beginning in the plane? Didn't he say, "Well, we all know the story" or something like that?
Yeah.
we all have
So
yeah.
yeah, we all know the story. So clearly they've gone over it. So they
Oh
know.
yeah, they've rehearsed it for sure. Ben is going to the orchid, and it's a greenhouse, allegedly.
It's
Ben,
allegedly a greenhouse.
allegedly. Ben is communicating. I said Ben is communicating with Jacob, and then Kate goes looking for Jack and Sawyer. And then flash forward, Sun is post coming back to life on the mainland, and she is standing up for herself.
Mhm.
She's standing up for herself because she's pregnant, and she bought more shares in her father's company than he
That
has.
that
So
was
right
such a
now-
great moment. That was
That
brilliant.
was a great move on her part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now,
She's like-
I'm your boss, bitch. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. She's like, we're gonna make some changes in here, and
Yeah.
we learn later that it's very strategic as to why she's doing what she's doing. But I love that energy, that sun energy. Oh, it's so good, so good. That's like goals right there.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
you usually don't see that from her. You know, she's usually a pretty
She's so nice
diplomatic.
and planting
But
and playing with her herbs and doing all
Yeah.
that stuff. She's
Yeah.
badass.
She's good at playing that, though. I mean, the actress that plays Sun, she does so many different ways of being Sun, and all of it makes sense. But
Mhm.
it's very subtle, I think, as well. And I mean, we haven't got there yet, but this scene when she's in the helicopter, unusually incredible acting.
Oh, good God.
Unbelievable.
I felt it,
Unbelievable.
and I'm like anybody would have that same reaction. You know, what I'm saying?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So powerful.
Did you also catch that the scene where she goes up to talk to her dad? They have that scene where she looks up at the stairs, and they had exactly that same scene last time she was there, but to go to ask her dad for money to help.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was wondering
Yeah.
what that scene
It
was.
was
about.
exactly shot
Yeah.
for shot when she
I
went there to
love
go ask her dad
that.
for money. And this time she's doing it for the same reason, because she wants to protect Jin.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or she just wants to stand up for Jin,
But
or
she can, but she can do it in a more powerful position. 'Cause of the money from the oceanic agency. So.
Yeah.
And with money, you get better opportunities and better connections. And we all know Mr. Whitmore believes in that too.
Yes.
Um,
And clearly Ben does too, if he can come up with 3.2 mil like that.
and it's Hurley's birthday. And there's a birthday party. And the theme of the birthday party is
I love his parents. They're hilarious.
it's like Hawaiian island time. And everyone is thrilled.
They just don't get it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he's with his dad, and his dad shows Hurley the vehicle got restored, and they're sitting in it, and they're gonna have a good time, and they're gonna go for a ride. And the odometer has the numbers
again.
The numbers.
Because all of the numbers.
His
Yeah,
dad's
he
just
gets out
like,
and he runs down the street. I love that.
Yes.
He
And
literally
that-
runs away.
And that makes me think, I'm like, is this all in Hurley's mind? Like, is this all happening in Hurley's mind? There's just that thread. Whenever something directly happens to Hurley, I'm like, you know?
Did you also catch? I don't know if you wrote this down, but I wrote about this episode, this was before the car moment, but I was writing down how there are no more numbers, because the flight they were on was plane 1717.
yeah.
And there's 6, and then there's some other numbers that I wrote down, but it's none of the original numbers from the hatch. So I wrote, no more numbers.
Yeah.
Until the car, of course.
Right.
But they might have done that for the plane going back, because they were going to safely reach their actual destination.
Yeah.
So it wasn't cursed, you know.
That's so funny. His dad's just
cursed.
like, oh, what a coincidence. He's like, not a coincidence.
No one would get on the plane if that was the case. Yeah.
Okay. So All right. They've been okay. So I wrote down 10 months. Was it 10 months that they were perceived to be gone from the day of the crash to the day that they came back?
Oh, I didn't catch that.
I don't
No, I
know.
didn't catch that. I thought it was less.
Because when the reporter tried to work out Kate's pregnancy,
Right.
he's like, well,
yeah.
you were 6 months pregnant when you were on the island, like whatever. So
Yeah.
somewhere is 10 months, but I don't know where that fits. Because realistically, it was 102 days because they mentioned that they were on the island. But back home, it was 10 months.
Mm.
From when she was
Good catch.
from the beginning of her pregnancy to the time that she got back from the island. Is that what you're saying?
I think it was the time that the Oceanic went down to the time when the Oceanic.
Because if she was 6 months pregnant when the plane crashed, and then there was a few months more, maybe that's what it was.
Right, because they asked how old is Aaron, and she said 5 months. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Oh, he was 5 months at that point?
During the interview.
That's what they said anyway.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
That's what Kate said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't mean he is.
Right. I think he's older, but whatever.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know kids.
I think he's dead. He's been dead the whole time.
Everyone's dead.
Okay.
I think it's Jacob.
Right?
Well, I have a question. What do you think of
Spoiler, Gareth?
Jacob's Vincent.
Yeah.
Where's Vincent in these last
Whoa, that's the question. Where is Vincent? We haven't seen him in
Who's
a while.
taking care of Vincent, man?
Where is
It's
Vincent?
a good question.
And there's people that were getting on in the next episode, getting on the life raft. I'm like, I don't know you people. Who are you guys getting on this life raft?
Oh, Vincent is in the background in one of the scenes.
Is he?
We saw.
I hope so.
Yeah, he was definitely. There was someone that was holding him with a lead.
I hope so. I haven't seen him in forever.
Not holding him, but holding the lead that he was on.
Making sure he doesn't get lost.
It was in the distance, so I don't know which character. I think it was like an unknown character that had Vincent.
Well, I have a question for everyone because I was a bit confused at this. But what do you think of when they were making up that story of, we got to the island and then 3 other people died and then it was just us? But what do you think about their choice of people? It was Boone, Charlie, and who was the third person?
I can't recall.
But
Yeah,
what do you think of them choosing those 3 specifically?
Maybe it was because they knew them, and so if questions came up, they at least knew them a little bit better. Who knows?
And they also know that they technically are dead. Charlie,
yeah, it's true.
We're not sure, but Boone, so maybe they're like, we absolutely know these people are dead and they're not ghosts. At this point in time. At this point in time.
Man, who's the third person? Jeez.
After 7 viewings? Come on, girl.
I know.
Gonna have to watch it an 8th time.
I'm so embarrassed.
They were saying they said originally 8 made it to the island, right?
Yeah.
But Aaron wasn't born yet, I guess. So.
Yeah.
Right, because Kate would have still been pregnant.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember them saying.
No, I don't remember them saying Charlie and Boone even. So
I remember that. Yeah.
Right. So then we're at Jack's dad's funeral and saying nice things or whatever. And then after everybody leaves, Jack's dad's baby mama comes over.
Yeah, Claire's mom is no longer in a coma.
And introduces herself. Yeah. And said, my daughter was on the plane.
Yeah.
My daughter was on the plane with you.
Yeah.
And she crashed and she never came back. And
And
What
she
was
was
your
your sister, so here's some added tragedy to go along.
And then she says her name was Claire, and he got gut punched. You could see it
Yeah.
on his face. He's just like, oh,
That
and it's
that
all
actor
clicking now.
Fox, he is so good in this role. You know, he's
At this
so
point.
good. Yeah.
Go back to season 1, episode 1.
I
Oh,
don't think he was that bad in season 1, but
it's not that good. Just in the first episode, not that good. But now, like he's got a better range, you know. But yeah,
He's been with Jack for a while, so
yes, and
Yeah.
he's had a lot of wig transitions.
yeah, this is true. He did. He's had a lot of that.
He's grown.
yeah.
So then I started doing. So all this is clicking in Jack's mind, and he's like, "Oh my god, Aaron is my nephew. Claire is my sister. My dad had another girl. He got pregnant. There's 2 family situations going on here."
What a thing to
Libby.
find out. Yeah.
Libby is the third person.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right. You're right.
Oh.
It was Libby.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so I had to work all that out, and then wait, what? The boat is what? The boat? Oh, the boat is all C4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
That
C4'd
was a
up.
lot of C4.
Okay, do you guys
And
remember?
It's not explained straight away either, is it? It's just there.
Right,
Yeah.
and
I
you're
thought it was really
and-
funny because I was thinking if I missed something, but obviously it gets explained later. But I was like, I remember it being there, but I thought I knew why. But obviously you do know why later on. But yeah, it's funny that at first you're like, wow.
And I think I'm not sure though. I think I found a little plot hole. Not sure though. So
Okay.
do you guys remember they were on the ship and there was they were trying to get something and they said there was an RF blocker. So they couldn't get bombs out, right?
Mhm.
So now this C4, they're saying that it's controlled remotely. And that would be via RF. And if there's an RF blocker on the phone, then the signal's not going to go through. So there's not going to be a red light and there's not going to be a kaboom.
Well, the thing on the guy's arm had an RF blocker remover as part of the device.
Oh, there was a remover on there?
I just made that up, but it makes sense.
Oh. Because I'm like, why would they say there's an RF blocker?
I mean,
then, go ahead.
they do get that wasn't constant though, right? Because they do get through
That's
via
right. They
the
do get through
phone
a
at
little
certain
bit.
times. Like they hear that the doctor, like, you know,
Yeah.
there's that communication where they get the time delay between the doctor showing up dead on the island and not being dead on the. I mean, they do talk
But
to
then,
them.
That was
then
a
it makes
couple
you
of
wonder why there isn't a delay when he dies and the bomb goes off.
Yeah, it's a good point.
So
And then here's the other thing that I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Michael can't be killed.
Michael can't be killed.
He can't be killed.
Why
Yeah,
can't
he
be
can.
Up until that point,
up until the point where he's no longer
Christian
needed by
shows
the
up
island.
and says, "Okay, now it's
Yeah.
okay."
Yeah.
Now you can go.
Okay.
He wasn't allowed to up
Oh,
until then.
But
Just
what
to
I'm-
make sure MJ doesn't get confused. Christian, not Christian.
right.
It's not actually Christian.
Right. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, if that bomb goes off, like nothing's gonna happen to him. Like maybe the bomb won't even go off because he's sitting there with it.
No, he did.
Well, before that though, because Christian doesn't show up until the last.
Before the boom. This was before the boom. I'm hypothesizing in my mind.
I mean, he said as well. He said, "Why are you on the boat?" He said, "I'm on the boat to die." He knew what his role was. As well.
Yeah.
Presumably, that was the deal he made.
Oh. Okay.
He just couldn't die before because they needed him to know how to fix the motor because he's the one who messed it up.
Yeah.
Right. But I was like, why would they mention an RF blocker?
Yeah. But I'm still confused about why is Kimi's heart monitor tied to blowing up the boat? What's the point of that?
He thought that would stop Ben because he didn't realize Ben was a sociopath.
He didn't know how bad Ben was.
Okay.
And Ben went, "So."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Said, what have you done? You killed everyone on the boat. So.
Right.
yeah.
And then okay, so wrap up.
like a teenager.
Yeah.
So what? Hey man. You don't know,
I've
man.
broken that plate, son.
What's the next episode, isn't it? I don't know. Okay, so Saeed and Kate are tracking, and Kate's tracking skills are like superhuman right now. Like I don't even know how
She's gotten better since she's been
do
on
that.
the island. Lots
My
of
God,
practice.
she's like, you know, like Wonder Woman, Amazon, something. Richard and friends show up, and they're all surrounded, and then Ben surrenders and gets knocked out, and that's how season 12 or episode 12 ends. So it kind of
everything's all nice and set up in this episode.
Yeah, it's kind of, you know, now we have to wait to see what happens.
Ben gets knocked out a lot.
And
Yeah.
if I'm remembering, Gareth, maybe you remember this. When this was originally broadcast, I think this episode was shown on its own, and then this part 2 and 3 were all shown in one night. Wasn't that how it was done? Because I think because I remember there being a wait between this and the next part.
Yeah. They didn't do 3 at once, but I think they did do the last 2 at once. Yeah.
That is how it was done.
Okay.
That would have been a happy surprise.
Yeah.
That would have been like destination appointment television. Make sure you got a good snack. You know. Yeah. Dave, you're froze.
I froze?
No, he just looks like that.
Can you still hear me?
You're moving. You're back.
And
You're back.
there was actually 2 weeks in between when they did part 1 and
was there 2? I felt like there was
I don't know why.
I feel like I remember
waiting
for that.
They would never do 3 episodes at once anyway, but they definitely showed the last 2 together.
Yeah.
Is this the I'm trying to kick early 2000s. Were we recording stuff on VHS now, or it
was on TiVo. Remember TiVo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was TiVo. This was TiVo time.
Yeah, I don't think we had that. I think I was recording on VHS as well.
Because we still had that. We still had those. Yeah, we still had VHS and we had TiVo.
I was recording them just in case I wanted to rewatch something because of trying to understand something. So I was recording them while watching it. And it's only really we could only record the TV itself over the last 10, 15 years, I suppose. Yeah. So I recorded it, but there was definitely a gap after this one, so we would have been like,
there was a lot of that going on with this show, man.
I want to know what happens next. Yeah.
It's much better just to watch it this way.
For sure.
3 of these episodes last night back to back, so it was much better.
Can you imagine finding an old VHS tape recording of Lost and then you watch it and it does like what the VHS of the Orchid Station does when Locke tries to watch it, where it just started going backwards halfway through? That would be amazing.
I want to anagram that the guy's name. His name is it Halifax? Halo something? Ben has his dormy uniform on.
Oh, Dr. Halifax?
Oh, yeah.
I want to anagram his name because there's something weird about it.
Yeah,
okay.
I think Lost is big on anagrams.
Oh yeah, it wasn't the
funeral home.
The funeral home thing was an anagram.
Yeah. Yep. I think his name is something.
It might be that he's the name of an actual scientist that did something.
Could be.
Maybe.
Yeah. Could be.
They've done that. They've obviously done that with Faraday and all the philosophers like Hume and
John Locke.
And John Locke.
Christian Shepherd.
Yeah. Jeremy Bentham.
Yeah, Jeremy Bentham's a philosopher, yeah.
Can I just say, Jeremy Bentham, to me, in the next 2 episodes, is like Kaiser Soze. I'm like, who? And if you don't know who Kaiser Soze is,
I feel like when Jeremy Bentham first,
I don't know who that is.
That name
you need to find out.
I caught on pretty quick that it was John Locke.
Yeah.
Just because who else would it be? I guess it could have been somebody else, but I felt like this has to be Locke.
Yeah, no, I had no clue. I'm like,
you had no clue. Okay.
No clue. I'm like, they're introducing someone, or it's somebody that we know that has another name, but I
mean, theoretically, it could have been Desmond, right? Because Desmond Hume. But
maybe.
Maybe. It could have been anybody.
You know what? My mom thought that it was going to be Richard.
I thought that too.
It could have been Richard. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought
that
that
was a
too.
possibility.
But then I'm like, Richard's like an everlasting being, so he would not be in a coffin.
Yeah.
Well, he could be playing dead.
He could, but that's no fun. Nobody showed up to his funeral. All right, let's get into the 3-part, second, whatever.
Okay.
Now,
Part 2 or 3.
Yes.
yeah. So there's no place like home, part 2, and this is where we learn who's Jeremy Bentham.
No, it's in the next one. No,
No,
I think that's in the last one. Yeah.
various.
It's right.
last
It's right at
second
the
to
end. The last scene, I think.
It's the last scene of the next episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jack, it starts out with broke down Jack and Kate, and they're they're rehashing the whole thing.
That's right. Yeah.
Back, da, 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 da.
But
And-
at this point, when she says he's expecting me home, you wonder where I am. Now you realize it's Aaron, because in the
Right.
first time she says it, you wonder who that is, and you
Right.
assume it's that she's got another guy. But
Yeah.
when she
Yeah.
says he's wondering where I am, you know it's Aaron.
I thought it was Sawyer.
Mm.
Yeah.
I thought it was Sawyer. So she backs up the car, and basically she just lays out on him, and she's like, "We're not going." But he's like, "We all have to go back. We all have to go back in order for this to work." Da, da, da. And she's like, "We're not going back." And then we find out that it's been 3 years since they got back, since the Oceanic 6 got back to the mainland, and Jack has had his multiple breakdowns and substance abuse issues and blah blah blah. So 3 years have passed. Jack and Sawyer run into Hugo. Now we're back in the jungle. Locke is looking for the lever. So they're at the is it
The
what's
orchid.
The orchid.
I want to say
The
orchid.
orchid.
The orchid. Looking for the lever. And then we're back on the boat with the C4. So all of these different plot points are like, happening. Kate rescues Ben. And then
I
he's like-
know she picked him up. I'm like, why'd she do that?
and then he's like, "Will you cut my handcuffs?" And she's like, "Sure."
She had to think about it for a second, though. She's like, ah.
Yeah.
I know. And then Richard comes through and kills the big bad. Oh, that was good. I did not expect that. Walt comes to visit Hurley in the mental institution. Grown up Walt's,
Those 3 years have really.
Yeah.
for real. And he's like, I've been back, you all have been back, and I thought somebody was going to reach out and like, communicate with me, and I felt bad for Walt. Nobody did. And he's like, "No, sorry, man. Like, we just didn't." That was terrible.
And you got
bad.
that kind of bit of realism as well when he says, "Like my dad," and then you can, and there's a sense that he's lost his dad, and that's not really. That's we're so busy worried about how the pieces move, you don't imagine, you don't think about the fact that Walt's lost his dad.
Yeah.
Right.
But also, I'm thinking they didn't contact him, but how would they know where to find him?
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, I agree.
And it would probably be dangerous to do so.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, because that could be a rip in the story that they all contrived. And then again, Jeremy Bantham's name is mentioned, and I'm like, "Who's Jeremy Bentham?" And then we're back in the jungle.
Who did you think it was? Who did you guess it was going to be before they showed him?
I honestly don't know. I was expecting a complete stranger, to be honest with you. I didn't think it was going to be
like a new character that would.
Yeah.
Which would
That
not
makes
be
sense.
beyond this show. I could see this.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. But yeah, I didn't have any expectations, and I'll get to my thoughts on the next episode. Okay, so Locke wants Jack to stay. Locke says, if you're gonna leave, then you're gonna have to lie. You have to lie because you have to protect this place. Like, you're gonna have to lie damn good.
And that conversation between Jack and Locke was great.
Oh, yeah.
So
It was really good.
good.
Yep.
And might I add, it was necessary to keep it for the end.
Yeah.
I think it would have been a disservice to have this conversation first and know why Jack is lying the whole time, or know the origin of the lie story.
Yeah, but this is also, we're probably only 20 minutes into the episode. Like, it's not at the end because I have a bunch of notes left.
It's not the end, no, but it's,
You mean
And
after
later.
after they've had the fast forwards of them lying in
yeah.
the previous episodes.
And
Yeah.
the best part of that conversation is when Jack said, "If you lie to them as good as you lie to yourself.
Yeah, he got that one
Oh,
last
yeah.
burn in.
Boom! Oh, he dropped the mic on Jack.
Yeah.
That was so good. That was so good.
If you do it half as well as you lie to yourself, they'll believe
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was like one of, I think Locke's most insightful statements, right? Because that was
The conversation was because he was like, if you leave
Yeah.
now, this is going to eat you up inside,
yeah,
and it
Yeah.
will until you come
That's
back.
true.
right.
And that's exactly what happened.
That's what we say.
You know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think Jack is, because he was always, one thing we learned from him from the very beginning is that he always wants to fix things. And this is this thing that he was going to fix, and he wants to get everybody home. Right.
Mhm.
And that's the plan. That's what he's fixing. But I think, like, you really see Jack didn't really want to leave. Right.
Mhm.
He was trying to complete that fix, but he didn't really want to go.
You think?
And I
don't know.
I think he didn't really want to go. He promised, and we hear him say this over and over and over again. I promised these people I was going to get him home. But then when it comes to leaving, I don't think he really wanted to. And then we see, like Mike was saying, that obviously he needs to get back after he does. You know what I mean? He's
right.
Because there's too much going on there, right? There's too much he was a part of. And like, I mean, really, like, knowing Jack for who Jack is, like, that doesn't make any sense, right? When you think about it, of course he couldn't go back to the real world with all these people still being there and just contentedly live a life going forward, right?
And
it would
and
never
also-
work for Jack's personality.
Also, I think with Jack, he's so into denying that Locke could possibly be right. But
Yeah.
I think even at this point, part of him knows that Locke is right.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
I think part of him knows that, but he's just
I agree.
he's denying it
Yeah.
because he did make this promise, and he's going to fix that, just like you said.
Yeah.
But I think, part of him, even at this point, knows that Locke is right.
Mhm. Definitely agree.
Yeah. Well, also admitting Locke is right would be admitting that for the past 3 months he's been wrong.
Right.
Mhm.
Which would be
Yeah.
very
Even worse.
non-Jack.
Never do that.
Yeah.
Then we go into the bomb stuff, and I wrote down the stuff with the RF blocker. Okay. Then we go into Dan, Miles, and Charlotte. Miles and Charlotte. This isn't Charlotte's first visit to the island. We get that vibe.
Mhm.
She's been here before.
Mhm.
Oh, there's a really
This is
weird
her first
line.
rodeo.
Yeah, there's a line when Miles says,
Yep.
Yeah.
you've been here
What do
before,"
I
something.
mean by that?
And
What do I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
but
We're like,
I thought that wasn't very good writing because I thought it was so blatantly for us and not for the characters,
Yeah.
and I thought that was a bit.
Well, Miles
Yeah, well, I mean,
Miles is extremely sarcastic.
he is, but it was just a really awkward line. I think he could have been sarcastic, but in a much better way.
Oh, you mean when he
That's
said,
true.
"What do I mean?"
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was
When he
almost
says
telling-
it out
he was almost
loud.
breaking the fourth wall, talking to us. rather than-
Yeah.
I mean, his initial comment was pretty straightforward, right? I mean, like, I don't
Uh-huh.
understand why you
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
leave
yeah.
after you've tried so hard to get back
it's
here.
That last
you know?
line, it was
Mhm.
bizarre. I thought,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was very, very
Yeah.
odd.
I was okay with it. I thought it was good. I mean, it's kind of Miles' character.
Yeah, I think he's just him being annoying. I think.
I was thinking
Right?
it should have been better written. I
You know what?
think character-wise, the characteristic of it is right, but I think it should have been more
It's a
obviously
line
to her,
that's
not to us.
It's a line that's kind of knowing in a way that a lot of lines in films now are.
Mm.
You know, where it's all self-aware. You
Mhm.
know, in a lot of
Mhm.
movies. Whereas at this time you didn't have a lot of that, but this is kind of like that. That
Yeah.
line.
Mm.
You know, it was kind of a self-aware line that was like, yeah, wink, wink.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
So Ben was signaling, and I wrote this down. Who was he signaling with the mirrors? Who was responding back to him with the mirrors?
Who do you think?
I don't know.
That was his line. It's like, who was that? Who do you think?
What do you think?
We don't know.
I don't know. Like, who's up there? Gotta be somebody. Not a ghost signaling, right? And then, we have a Dharma video.
Mhm.
Pull that one more Dharma video for us to watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
When
we
it-
have
when it's
13-year-old
shoving everything into
cookies.
that-
And 15-year-old crackers, yeah.
Crackers. Sorry.
When Ben is like, those are 15 years old, right?
Ben is so great.
I
Right.
love him and Hurley together. And Okay, and
But
then everything that's discussed in the Dharma video, Ben is doing the opposite of.
I know that was intentionally hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
never put metal in. He's throwing every metal thing.
Yeah.
in there. That was great.
John,
It's hilarious.
John's like, wait, what?
Mhm. Then we have Jack, Saeed, Kate, and Hurley are in the helicopter. Now, here's something interesting. I don't know if y'all picked this up, but of course, I always watch TV with closed captioning on. And in the closed captioning, Sawyer says to Kate, "It's now or never." And then he whispers to Kate what's going to happen. And then they have the big smooch. And then he departs stage left to dive back into the ocean.
Can he be any more heroic, this guy?
I'm telling you. I'm
No.
telling you. But when he leaned in and whispered, "It's now or never," and just took his he shoot his shot. What am I going to say? And then he made the jump. He's okay. No Dharma sharks. Dharma shark free.
It's a really great
Good
moment.
thing.
That is.
Luckily.
It's a
Yeah.
fantastic moment.
Yeah.
What's a Cosner effect?
I remember watching that. I'm like thinking, no, and then he jumps out. I'm like,
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really
What's a
good
Cosner
because
effect?
it's long.
The what?
The
That scene is,
Cosner effect.
the what?
The Cosmer effect. They kept mentioning it. The guy in the video was talking about it. It has a Cosmer effect, and I'm like, okay, I'll look that up, and I forgot to look it up.
Good question.
It'll probably explain stuff that's going on with the show right now.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the bit with the Sawyer exits the helicopter is done long enough to have the bit with Kate and for them to kiss and all that, but it's not so long that the effect is gone. You know, it's done so well. It's directed so well. You know,
Yep.
because when he jumps, you really feel it. You're like, oh wow, he's done that. But if it had been too long, you wouldn't. You'd get it and you'd be over it, even before you'd even jumped. You know, so I think it's done really well.
Right.
It's a great moment.
And Jack witnesses it all, and he's like, I'm fine. I'm good.
and this is
Well,
the
he
character.
says we'll come. He says
Alright.
we'll come back and get him. Doesn't he?
He what?
Character
He says
who
we'll
in the
come back
beginning
and
of the
get
show.
Oh yeah.
Character who in the
Oh,
beginning
yeah.
of the show wouldn't share anything. He was the biggest dick. We all hated him, you know. And this is character development right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
That was-
Okay,
he's
so
running
here's
through the
the-
woods with babies in his arms and
Yeah.
jumping out of
Yeah.
helicopters to sacrifice himself.
and he's like, "Don't you look at her restraining order, 20 feet."
Yeah.
Oh, I love that scene because then he says, "Why didn't you blah blah blah?" And he went, "Because I've got a restraining order." It's like,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Okay, so basically, the Casimir effect is a quantum phenomenon where two uncharged parallel metal plates in a vacuum are pushed together by the pressure of virtual protons from the outside.
Oh, of course. I knew,
Okay.
Total sense.
knew the whole time.
Okay. Oh yeah, and this is where somebody says to Ben, "You just killed everybody on the boat," and he's like, "So?"
Oh.
Yeah. Locke says.
So Locke says that.
Yeah, Locke says it. And that was the end of that episode. That was like a fast-paced, action-packed
Yeah.
episode. There was a lot of moving pieces.
What is it
And-
that Kimi says as he's dying? He says Charles Widmore something.
Yeah,
He says,
We'll
never
find
stop.
you or something.
yeah, Charles Woodmore will find you. And he's like, not
Yeah,
if I find
okay,
him
yeah.
first.
Good.
And
Oh yeah.
and good on Ben continuing to be a badass, just totally
Mhm.
putting him down
Mhm.
Yeah.
right away. It's
Mhm.
yeah.
And that's when I had
Go on.
no, that's when I had the theory that Charles Widmore has been to the island, but moved the island and now cannot get back to the island. And he's
Mhm.
trying to find the island again. So he's trying to find the island again,
Well, there are
but
more
Ben,
things with
because
Charles
because
Whitmore in the
Ben
series.
moved the island without his knowing or something. There's something with the island moving and Ben and Widmore. There's something.
So
going on.
there's something fishy
Okay.
going on with this whole island moving thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's something
But I-
fishy going on with Charles Whitmore.
Yeah, I'm starting
Yeah.
to suspect that guy.
Mhm. So that's why all the money and resources are going to try and find the island because he wants access to the island.
Well, because he says it's his island.
Right, but something happened. Somebody moved it, whether he moved it or Ben moved it, and now he can't find it.
How awesome was that island moving scene where the island just vanishes and there's that ripple on the ocean? I'm like, God damn,
It was so cool.
that was awesome.
But literally, it took like 5 minutes for everybody on the plane to like notice it, and you know they're just going around in the helicopter, and they're like, where's the island at?
Yeah, they're clearly thinking, well, that isn't possible, so I must be able to see it in a minute. If I can just look around a bit longer, I'll be able to see it. Because anyone in that situation would be like, well, the island can't just disappear. But
right. And there was another scene I wanted to bring up, but I don't know if it wasn't this episode, it was an earlier episode, but they were in the helicopter and they said, I don't see the boat anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I wondered if there was like, you know, parallel
things.
Have
to be just lined up, just right.
Yeah. Because remember, they're always like, you got to follow the exact coordinates.
503.
Exact coordinates. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Something with that. For sure. But yeah, that was a good episode.
Yeah. Really good. Oh, no. You know what? We were talking about character development for Sawyer, and he does go nice, become a nice guy, but he does throw in one last nickname before the end, if you remember.
Yeah, he calls him Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He calls Lapidus Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
Well, which is a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
He called Miles Samurai or something like that. He said something.
No, did he call him Genghis? I think he
called Genghis. I was like, oh God. Yeah, he had a couple good singers in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Kevin James.
Oh.
Guys, I had a guitar teacher who looked exactly like Lapidus, and his name was Kenny Lavitz.
Kenny Lavitz.
Kenny Lavitz.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like the fact that Ben is obviously in the dominant position through a lot of this action in the last 5 episodes, but he completely loses it when he's confronted with Kimi and he goes, "You killed my daughter."
Yeah, he just loses his mind.
He just turns into a. Like,
that's him. He went feral. Yeah.
Yeah, because he never loses control. He's always
but he absolutely lost control when he was able to actually physically harm Kimi, because obviously he was a foreboding presence, if you like, before that.
Yeah.
Because he was on the floor, he was able to jump on him and stab him multiple times in a frenzy. And so that was fun.
And he puts it so eloquently after, where he's like, "Oh, sorry, John. The best of intentions are overruled by the worst of impulses," or something like that. He says it more eloquently, but it's just
he pulls himself back together after that scene.
Oh, big time.
After he dooms everybody on the boat. Yeah.
And I will say, in the next episode, like whether it be not the parka, but like the wardrobe, where he's wearing all black, he's got a little John Wick vibe to him, like borderline attractive, and he's got some good masculine energy coming out finally.
You shouldn't be embarrassed to say that, MJ. You can.
What?
MJ thinks
just say it. You don't have to say borderline attractive. Just
borderline, because I was like, ooh, this is.
You can just say you're hot for Ben. It's okay.
This is a safe space, MJ.
I like Spy Ben better than Island Ben.
Go for it.
Spy Ben is
public.
much better.
You're not saying it in public. Nobody watches this. It's fine.
It just does.
Constance is going to tell everyone.
This version of Ben.
Badass Ben. Yeah.
Seems taller, nicer.
Special hiking boots on, gives him another couple of kids.
Yeah. Totally.
He's going to be in a very soon. He's competing with Sawyer coming out of the ocean, like
James Bond.
That was a model scene.
Sawyer still has a dad bod. I don't care what anybody says. He still's got a dad bod, and that's fine. Just
the way it was directed.
I mean,
Juliet didn't have any reaction. Juliet's just like, I'm just gonna drink my rum, dude. Like, that's it.
Good for her.
Talking about that scene, I did want to say, because I haven't got any notes for this, but I did remember that sometimes the script is the way they write the characters' lines is completely consistent, and with her, they're really good at making her always sound like Juliet. And when he said, "Is that our island?" she doesn't say, "Yeah, that's our island." She says, "Well, it was." and I think that is exactly how Juliet would say it. Do you know what I mean? I thought that was really,
or that's our
you know,
freighter. Yeah.
yeah. She said it
Yeah.
was. It's kind of like almost a sarcastic kind of,
Snarky.
you know. So yeah,
That was
sort of
her.
raise the eyebrows kind of thing. You know, I thought that was really good. That even something a sort of 2-word line in a situation where she wasn't really saying a lot, she was just like looking at it, thinking, "Great," you know. I think that's one of the strengths of Lost, that they're good at writing dialogue.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
You could feel every time she was denied leaving this island in that one little comment there.
Yeah.
All right, so we're ready to move on to the last episode of season 4.
Yeah.
I thought we were already talking about it. No.
Oh no.
We are, but not. Like we are, but not.
We are, but not.
Yes,
So
it's pretty early with Jin, isn't it?
Saeed came in to see Hurley in the mental institution.
That's true.
And
He
he
did.
took somebody out in the parking lot. And Saeed is basically saying, dude, we're being watched and you need to leave this place. And he's like, I'm not going anywhere. But finally, he does agree to go with Saeed. Then we have another thing with Bertram. Somebody mentions Bertram's name. And I'm like, who is this Kaiser Soze dude? Like, I don't understand.
Oh,
Why don't or Bentham?
Bentham?
Yeah. And I'm like, who is this guy? Like, I just don't get it. And then we find out that Hurley was playing chess with Mr. Echo.
That was really fun.
We get an Echo
I love
reference,
that.
yeah.
And he made a final move, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Bomb the boat. Chaos, I have in big letters. They left without Jin. Oh,
that was
my God.
Gets me every time.
Mom,
made me
that's what I
cry.
was talking about.
John,
Yeah.
the son yelling.
Yeah. No, I was tearing up watching it again.
That-
I've seen it third time.
That was absolutely bananas.
Yeah, that was exceptionally well done.
Yeah.
No.
Because you feel it when she screams, man.
Yeah. She was probably told just let rip, and she really did. And you just you feel her heart breaking like crazy. And also by this point, you know, like he's such a sweet man at this point as well that you don't want him to die anyway. But also, you know, their story's been quite it's quite a complex story if you looked at all the other characters. And like, and when that's so gut wrenching when she's screaming in the helicopter, and like she's trying to get out, and there's like the confined space. There's so many ways that it's such a brilliant scene.
Yeah,
because she can't do anything. No one can do anything. It cuts to some of the other characters, and they're just hiding their head, thinking, "Oh my god," you know. And it's just this massive explosion. You can't. You know, you don't see a close-up of Jin or anything. You just see this huge explosion. And, you know, the last time you saw him, he was running out saying, no, don't leave. And you're like, oh, my God, what's going to happen? Yeah, crazy, absolutely crazy.
We also get the return of questionable CGI showing up here.
Yes.
that the explosion?
Yeah.
Then we get Sun walking around London, and she walks into, she's basically stalking Widmore. And she has a conversation with him about her father. They're playing golf, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, she's like, don't play games with me. You know exactly who I am. We aren't the only ones who left the island. And she's like, we have mutual interests. And she hands her business card. Just a total boss bitch coming in and just making a stand.
And dominates the conversation.
As she should.
Yeah.
And then we find out from Ben, whoever moves the island can never come back. So in the back of my head, I think that Widmore moved the island and he can never come back. Yeah, that's what I think. And I wrote that down. I said, did Widmore move the island? Then Ben apologized to Locke for giving him such a hard time over 4 seasons.
Trying to, you know, shooting him and other things.
Yeah, you know, putting you in a dead bodies.
I don't think we're supposed to read anything into it, but he actually said, "Sorry that I made your life so horrible."
Yeah.
But I don't think he meant the whole life. But you do wonder for a moment. You go, "Hold on a minute, does that mean something?" But I don't think it does. But he did say that.
It could, because Richard's been in his whole life, and you know, Richard.
Yeah, that's true. That is true, actually. Yeah. So it might not have been him, but Richard might have been doing it for Ben.
Sure.
Yeah.
Richard welcomes John home. Welcome home, John. And all the people are there, and John has a look on his face like, I'm here.
Yeah, they're waiting for him.
Yeah.
Kevin James comment is for you here, MJ.
Who are your favorite characters? That's fine that you like Juliet. I do not like Juliet. I like Claire. I like Kate. I don't like Juliet.
That is beautiful. Absolutely. Kevin, you are invited here every time.
I like Kate and Sawyer and Hurley. Yeah.
Hurley, MJ does not like Juliet, just to clarify that.
No, she could just
not for long.
Yeah.
Right, that's still true, right, MJ? You still haven't changed your mind on Juliet.
She could just go F off. She could go. She could be dismissed.
Are you sure? You're absolutely
Remember that.
Dismissed. I don't need her. So Ben gets cold. There's hieroglyphics, right? When he's trying to turn the wheel. And I'm wondering, is this where the polar bears came from? Is this where the polar bears are? There's a gear. He unfreezes it with a fulcrum, right? Digging into some science here. And there's buzzing and there's magnetic humming, and everyone everywhere is like, what is going on? And Ben moved the island.
He did.
He moved the island. The chopper goes down. Okay, then Kate's at home, and she picks up the phone. Phone's ringing, and it's the island calling because there's whispers on the other end. And Claire
could be just a dirty phone call.
I don't think so. And Claire, Kate's dreaming. Claire is there, and she looks Kate dead in the eye during the dream, and she's like, "Don't you dare bring him back, Kate." Yeah. And then we have Penny's boat.
Yay!
Hey, Penny's boat.
What's the name of Penny's boat?
Searcher,
right there in big letters.
I forget. Yeah. Searcher, that's right.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was a trick question. You knew the whole time.
Well, yeah.
So straightforward though, the searcher, because it's searched for them.
Yeah, and then
it's the looking for Desmond. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
So
have you seen Desmond?
I have Penny and Desmond with hearts all over. And then, of course, Jack is like, "Hey, nice to meet you. But we need to talk. We need to talk. We need to make sure we get all of our stories straight.
We need to talk."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rules for later. Then we're back to broke down Jack. Jeremy is in the casket. Ben and Jack have the little, interaction. That's where Ben is like in his spy mode. And
looking good, right?
Yeah.
He looks better than he has in 4 seasons.
Looking badass.
And I have listed all or nothing, and then they lift open the casket and it's John Locke, and I wrote down, what the
yeah.
And I'm like
how'd you feel about that?
I couldn't even process it because I'm like I can't even think about it. I'm not going to think about it because my brain is going to go in circles. I'm just going to appreciate it and walk away, and that's all I did. I'm not dwelling on it. I don't know where the name came from. I don't know how he got there. Why is he in the cat? Nothing.
Do you guys know who Jeremy Bentham was?
No.
Because I studied him. I wrote an essay about him in one of my courses I did. So so I was like I kind of was into him. He was kind of an interesting philosopher because he invented utilitarianism. So basically he was Spock. Because he came up with the idea that the needs of the many outweighs the needs of the few. It was a proper philosophy because it was like you really get into it and you start debating, well, what does that really mean? And it's a very complex philosophy, but that came from him. Jeremy Bentham came up with utilitarianism. So how that reflects who Locke is or becomes, I don't know, but that's the reference.
It's very Jack coded.
Yeah.
Jack cares more about the all than the singularity.
Also, Jeremy Bentham, you couldn't tell him what he couldn't do. Okay,
that's right. But like, I just don't get it. That's all. So when you all watched this for the first time, what was your reaction when you saw Locke in the casket?
Well, I remember thinking it's probably Locke. I remember thinking that it's probably Locke because this guy has been trying to convince everybody to go back to the island. But I was hoping I was wrong because Locke then was my favorite character, as he is now. And so when it panned and it was him, it was like, God damn, you know.
Well, I'm gonna come up with a phrase that I've just invented that explains my reaction first time I watched it. So this was the moment when they revealed it was John Locke. That was the moment I got twist fatigue.
One twist too many.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck off.
That sounds like a problem.
That's hilarious. That's a great,
Great
word.
Yeah.
And then as the series continued, the stuff that I won't talk about, some of the stuff I really liked. And then sometimes I went, oh, fuck off. So this was the moment it started happening. When it was like, hey, it's John Locke. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Constance was underwhelmed when she
Yeah.
saw Locke in the cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. So I think Constance was getting twist fatigue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, because there was at this point, obviously Locke has probably done about 47 twists at this point, from the beginning to this point.
Yeah,
and most of them have been, oh yeah, and then now you think, okay, they're sitting around the table thinking, right, what should we do now? What have we not done? You know,
right?
So it felt.
So Sun was probably referencing Locke as being, you know, there's more than just us that made it off the island. Maybe she was referencing him when she was talking to Whitmore.
No, because she probably knows that Ben's been off the island.
Yeah, but Ben's been off. We know that he's been off the island before.
No, but she might have been talking to Widmore about that. She might have been saying to Widmore, we know that it's not just been the Oceanic Six.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think if Locke came back, like, he wouldn't try and reach out to people, you know, because he doesn't have anybody. He'd want to like meet up with the old crew.
Yeah.
Hey, gang.
Well, it sounded like, unless I misunderstood, it sounded like both Locke and Ben had been trying to recruit the Six to go back.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because Ben said to Jack, it's all or nothing. So everyone has to go back.
Mm-hmm.
If one person goes back, it's not going to work. All of you have
Everybody
to
does. And nobody wants to go back except Jack. So it's going to be.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Hurley's getting, I don't know. Saeed's kind of convincing Hurley a little bit, I think. I don't know.
I don't think Saeed and Hurley were trying to go back to the island. They were just trying to go somewhere.
Season 5 will reveal all, hopefully.
Ooh, many spoilers to come in season 5.
How many episodes are in season 5? Is it longer than 4?
17.
I think there are a couple episodes more, yeah.
Okay.
There are some bits of season 5 I absolutely love. There's some elements of it I absolutely love.
How about season 6?
17.
Is there a season 6? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there is a season 6.
We'll force you to watch it, Gareth. You have
Gareth,
to watch it.
The ending of season 5 would have been a perfect ending. Anyway.
Do you think like the show started going downhill at this point, or did that not happen for you until 6?
It definitely didn't happen properly until 6, but at this point, I mean, the big chunk of season 5 I really love, but there are these elements like the Jeremy Bentham stuff that I really didn't like, but there's other stuff that I really did like. So,
but you just didn't like because, like, I don't like it either, but it's because it's Locke and I love Locke. But
no, it's not that.
You just don't like the way that story went.
I just think, I feel like they were tying themselves in knots and trying to keep ahead of themselves. Whereas with the other stuff that happens, which I can't say what it is yet, but the other stuff that's happening for most of the characters, I love that stuff. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So I really did enjoy season 5. Yeah. But there were some elements that were getting a bit season 6-y. And then, when season 6 goes full on, and it's like, you know, full speed ahead, 90 miles an hour, season 6, it's like, do I want to keep watching this?
Yes, you do.
You have no choice now. You have to watch it with us.
This is the third time. Every single time I forced myself to watch the whole of the season to get to the end.
But you didn't. I thought the second time through you didn't watch season 6.
No, I did. I didn't watch it with Louis. He got to season 5, and then I think one episode of season 6 or something, and then I carried on.
Oh,
watched
okay.
that. So I didn't watch all of it with him.
Bravely
But
carried
so-
on into season 6.
Yeah, thinking I kind of, because I was just curious about, because obviously MJ, you'll know that the last ever episode is much talked about. So I wanted to remind myself of that at least, because I remembered how I felt about the whole season, but I wanted to know, how do I really feel about, would I feel differently about the very last episode? So that's why I kept going. But yeah, but season 5 I do genuinely love lots about it.
Cool.
But-
Well, I'm excited to watch the first episode of season 5, especially if it's supposed to be really good.
I
Yeah,
think it is.
remember- I remember it being really good.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it being. It's been a long time, but I remember everything I think that happened in it. And if it's like I remember, it was a very busy episode, and there was a lot going on and a lot it was trying to establish. Because season 5 is crazy, from what I remember. There's just some
Yeah.
crazy stuff going on, and it starts right away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like right into it.
And
So
most of that I really like. Most of that I really
Yeah.
like. So don't expect me to be all funny about all of it. I really like most of it.
In my head, I have like, okay, we're still gonna do the flashbacks, we're gonna do the flash forwards, but we're gonna get more of like Locke and Richard and that whole crew, and we're gonna get more of real world Ben and those guys trying to get back to the island, and we're gonna find out what the deal was with Locke and how did he get into a casket and all that. And hopefully we'll get some smoke monster stuff and some of that ironed out. Charlotte and Faraday and those guys, they're still in the mix. So there's a lot of moving pieces.
Mhm.
And there's a big chunk of it that you wouldn't be able to expect as well.
Ooh, I like that. Cool.
I remember season 5. There was one thing I definitely didn't like about it, and that there was one character that got sidelined.
Juliet.
No, Juliet. Thank goodness it wasn't
Jump on the
Juliet.
beach because
No,
Oh,
you're
I
gonna
cannot
see-
wait for you to watch season
Yeah,
5,
you're gonna get
MJ,
so much
honestly.
Juliet.
You're
You're
gonna
gonna
be
be
I'm
like,
not
so
gonna
happy.
Oh my God, you're
I'm
her
not gonna-
head is
I
gonna
don't
explode.
I know.
I don't care what she does. I'm not going to be Team Juliet because I know who she
We were
is.
asking
Well,
this question earlier.
Remember
where I was
that.
asking-
Remember you
Yeah.
said
know
that
who
on
she
this
You
day.
said it.
If she
Remember
tries to
how you were talking about
Yeah.
Kate in the beginning, and then
and then I warmed up to Kate, but
Yeah.
this one, no.
No.
we'll see.
asking this question
Yeah.
earlier. Like, point is MJ going to hate Juliet more or less when you
Yeah.
find out what happens with her
More.
Yeah.
in
Should we
season
place our
5?
bets today?
That's
I
right.
think
Less.
MJ's
I
going
say
to love Juliet by the
less.
end of
We're
the
gonna make
show.
we're gonna make little signs. More.
Yeah. No, but she doesn't get sidelined. She's in it a lot.
Yeah.
Mm.
Prepare yourself.
Why?
just
Listen, MJ.
just gonna have to deal.
Trust the
On the
process.
island gonna get pregnant or something? Like, come on. Over it. All right. Well, here's to season 5. Woohoo!
Yeah.
3 episodes of season 5
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
for our assignment.
Yeah.
What are the 3 first episodes called? Do we have
yeah, it's good
those?
to have a little look, isn't it?
Little
The
flavor.
first episodes
I
are
don't think I'll remember them from the titles.
Because
thought-
You Left, The Lie, and Jughead.
The lie.
Oh, Jughead. Okay.
Jughead.
Ooh, because
Jughead.
you left.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's interesting that Jughead, that happened so early. Was that?
See,
Okay.
it's hard to remember when things happen in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't remember anything, so it's great.
Yeah.
Dave, you're stuck again.
Oh, maybe because I flipped. Am I
There you
back
go.
now?
yeah,
You're
you're
on.
back.
You're good.
Oh.
You're being attacked by Tribble.
That might be because
Yeah.
I flipped off to check the list of episodes. Did I freeze again?
Well, you just did then.
Yeah, you just did.
Yeah. Okay, that's because I flipped off to that. There's actually an episode coming up called "The Life and Death of Jeremy Bentham."
Oh, I thought you were
Ooh.
going to say yeah.
You're worse than me with Locke right now.
Wow.
I love Locke.
Yeah, Locke's a great
Well,
character.
It's like
He's
I
great.
love Locke.
I love to hate him. We'll leave it at that.
Constance enjoyed most.
No spoilers.
Constance is in 6
I don't know
already.
who that is.
Then started to feel like I was watching a
Oh.
snake trying to swallow its tail.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, there is. I mean, we are. I
No
think
spoilers.
all the way through this,
No
we've been
spoilers.
more positive than some people have been about Lost, who really like the series. But there has been a criticism of the show, hasn't it? That it's sometimes lost its way a little bit. I don't think I'm not at that point at this point, but lots of other people have said that before we've been saying it, haven't they?
Mm.
As
Well, I
far
think
as-
that's a criticism that often was leveled at it, particularly when it was on. And I think part of
Oh,
that was just people couldn't see where it was going, or people didn't like the direction it was going in towards the
Yeah.
end.
Or they didn't
But I
understand
think-
it. Yeah.
But I think that the ending makes perfect sense with the show, and I think it did tell a particular story,
I can't wait.
and I think it had to end the way it did. I think the story, whether you like how it ended or not, and the direction it went into, I think that was the story that was being told. It was like it was telling this story about this thing.
Yeah, I don't agree. I don't
Well,
agree.
I'm sure we'll get to discuss alternative ending.
That's
That's
an offline.
yeah,
That's an
yeah.
offline convo. I'm excited to get through 5 and then 6. So let's do season 5, episode 1, 2, 3 for next week.
Yeah. I think MJ is gonna, just knowing what I know, I think MJ is gonna love season 6. Actually,
You think
Yeah,
so?
do I.
Oh,
Listen,
MJ's
I'm heavy on the
She'll-
woo.
I think she'll
Wow.
absolutely love the last episode.
I think
Yeah.
MJ's gonna end up loving Juliet.
Oh god,
Like loving Juliet.
That might be a bit of a stretch.
That
but-
might be a
that's
stretch.
gonna be bad. And y'all can go back to all of our episodes and put like clips of me just bitching about Juliet and put them all together. If I end up loving her, I will eat my words. I will eat everything.
All right. All right.
I'm not.
I find it unlikely.
I do too.
Well, we'll see. Time will tell.
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very non-linear timeline will tell.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Season
All
5
right.
coming in. Strap in for the woo.
Yeah, let's go. I got my
Well, it's not-
crystals.
well, I love. Oh, okay, I won't say anything. It's not the woo.
No,
that-
don't
it's
say
this.
anything.
It's the science, isn't it? On the woo in season 5.
Science is woo,
Sing our
man.
science and our woo.
Yeah.
look at
Science
this.
is
MJ
Not mutually
might
exclusive.
appreciate Juliet.
No. 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 Unless
All
you
right.
We'll work hard to make you
MJ.
like her.
The what?
We'll work hard to make you like her.
He has to work hard. Kate showed up. Kate showed up, and I you know how I didn't like Kate the first couple
Mhm.
episode seasons. I respect Kate now, but Juliet, she needs to put the work in. She hasn't done that.
Okay.
I'm a tough cookie, guys. I'm a tough cookie.
The show has been written and produced, so you just have to sit back and
Yeah.
find out.
All right.
All right, everyone. We'll see you next week
Woohoo!
for beginning of
Namaste.
season 5.
Yeah,
Namaste.
See you later.
Namaste. Get your crystals. Get the woo ready. Woo!